Hey everyone, Cinephile Mike here, and welcome back to Oscar Rewind, or welcome if you are a first time viewer. It is day 45 of my bi weekly series of videos where I revisit the earlier work of this past year's Oscar nominees and winners. I'll be discussing the awards history for the film, the box office information, the critical response, and as always, these reviews will be spoiler free. You can find older episodes and a lot of other great content on my YouTube channel or by visiting my website, cinephilemike.com. Now, today, on posting day, it is August 13th, which is one day before August 14th. So I am here in my red shirt to say to you, Valentine's Day. Yes, we are halfway to Valentine's Day, and so what better way to celebrate than to give you a fun rom com to potentially revisit tomorrow, or maybe today, or the next day. You never know. Yes, I am here to talk about Warner Brothers Pictures' Crazy Stupid Love. Written by Dan Fogelman and directed by the team of Glenn Ficarra and John Requa, this film was a summer release in 2011. A box office success, by the end of its original run, the film earned $84,351,197 domestically and an additional $60,700,000 internationally for a whopping total of $145,051,197, adding an additional $35,446 from two smaller re releases in 2021 and 2022. As of this posting, this film holds a total worldwide dollar amount of $145,086,643. Not bad on a reported $50 million budget. Critically, the film sits about even, with a 79% critical rating on Rotten Tomatoes from 239 reviews and an audience score of 78% pulled from over 100,000 reviews. So, how does this rom com, Crazy Stupid Love, end up on Rewind this season? Well, it's for two of the performers in this very stacked and talented cast, which includes multiple prior and future Oscar winners and nominees. But the pair I'm specifically talking about, Crazy Stupid Love marked the first time that Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling shared the screen together. Dubbed by some to be this generation's Fred and Ginger, they would go on to repeat this collaboration in 2013's Gangster Squad and in 2016 when they were both nominated for lead actress and actor respectively in La La Land, which Stone won. Gosling did not win, but this past year, they were both nominated again. Stone won her second Oscar for playing Bella Baxter in Poor Things, and Gosling celebrated his third nomination for playing Ken in Barbie. What will the fourth collaboration be? No idea. But they have proven to have chemistry. We know they get along great. Even to this past year's Oscar ceremony was that real fun moment when Emma Stone went up to get her second statue and she blamed Ryan Gosling's I'm Just Ken performance for breaking her dress. So, I look forward to what's coming next for them. No. So, while Crazy Stupid Love did not receive any Oscar nominations on its own, it did have its own awards journey. Gosling was nominated for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy at the Golden Globe Awards, and the film was nominated for Favorite or Best Comedy Movie at the People's Choice Awards, the Critics' Choice Awards, and the Empire Awards. Musically, the film also received some love, winning Best Music Supervision by the Hollywood Music and Media Awards and the BMI Film Music Award for Film Music. And one last one to reference, and this is not surprising given the incredible cast. The Casting Society of America awarded the film with Outstanding Achievement in Casting for a big budget comedy feature. So, what is this film about? Well, similar to the web that was spun in 1999's Magnolia, but in a much, much lighter way. We follow an ensemble cast that is all intertwined in an ill fate, an ill tale. Ill being infatuation, love, and lust. All of these characters are connected by their feelings, and the way these connections play out and how they come to fruition in some very entertaining ways, which, for lack of spoilers, I can't really go into. So, like I did Magnolia, I'm going to briefly touch on the plots. So, first up, we have longtime couple Cal, played by Steve Carell, and Emily, played by Julianne Moore, someone else from Magnolia. Out at dinner, and one night, Emily claims that she had an affair with a man named David Lindhagen, played by Kevin Bacon, and she wants a divorce. She has been unhappy for a while and she wants a change. These two have only been together, and this will have an impact on their son, Robbie, played by Jonah Bobo, who, in his plot line, he has this idea of what love is by seeing his parents, and he's in love with his babysitter, who is a few years older than him, Jessica, played by Leo Tipton. Although Jessica has love for someone else in an older sense. Then we have Hannah, played by Stone, a lawyer coming into her own life and running from her relationship with Richard, played by Josh Groban, and considers taking up with a womanizer and, the smooth talker, Jacob, played by Gosling. Then, in the third plot where there's some connection, we have seen that Jacob, out at a bar one night, takes pity on Cal when he sees him crying into a drink and crying over David Lindhagen. And Jacob takes Cal under his wings and tries to turn him into a more confident man and get Cal to be a little more like him, which will result in Cal having a, you know, series of relationships, including one unique encounter with Kate, played by Marissa Tomei, a romantically frustrated teacher that opens him up to new worlds of opportunity. And as we see all of these plots spin together, some will find their true loves, some will see that their love isn't all that it's cracked up to be, and honestly, honesty is sometimes better than playing the game. That's all I can say with the summary without spoiling the connective thread, but it's very highly entertaining to watch. Cast is all very game and really lays into the comic timing and will make you burst out in laughter at times. And then there are times they'll deliver something that's so poignant, you might even find yourself wiping away a tear or start to feel yourself tearing up. Fogelman weaves a fun web that you just want to enjoy spending the time getting caught up in. Usually in films like these, we have one or two characters who come to an understanding, but here we get that in all of our key players, and none of them are wasted and none of them are unlikable. It's really clever how you don't really feel unsatisfied with the journey for any of the characters you have in this large ensemble. I mean, while some of it is a little bit predictable, the connective tissue and the great physical comedy, there's a wonderful third act reveal when things come to a head, which is probably one of the best uses of dramatic irony present in the romantic comedy genre. As I said, Stone and Gosling had incredible chemistry from the get go. It's very prominent here. Seeing Gosling's Lothario, how it's not a match. It holds up to all of the women except for Stone's charm, and it's fun to watch him, try to fight this. And in essence, well, you'll see. Additionally, Carell playing a character that is a bit more, it's similar to his character Andy in A 40-Year-Old Virgin, but a little more grounded. It's an easy spirit that complements a more angsty turn that Moore gives as Emily, and in the chaos that other characters have. So oftentimes, Carell, who's usually the fire plug, the fire starter, he's a little bit more the calm with everyone else. So allowing him to play it down to have others give others a chance to shine is nice to see. Let them swing for the rafters. We've seen him do it. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't reference Tomei has one of the standout scenes for me at a very memorable parent teacher conference that is one that whenever I watch this film, and I've seen it a few times, I always feel I need to go back and watch it again. As I said, this is an ill story of the infatuation and love and lust. And while these things, look, they don't always have happy endings, much of it here does. And, It not only prides yourself on standing up for your feelings, but it's nice to see some of the romantic unions reinforced in a way that doesn't feel preachy or shoved down your throat. Crazy Stupid Love is an enjoyable 4-star film that is worth the watch if you haven't seen it. And what better film to watch on Half Valentine's Day if you want to see the power of love at play? Or maybe you want to hold off on this one for another 6 months till February. Up to you. Currently, as of this posting, there is no streaming information for Crazy Stupid Love and is only available for digital rental or purchase on most platforms. However, I do know it was once on Netflix, so if you want to wait around, there is a chance that it could come back, or maybe to another streamer. So, there you have it. Thank you for joining me today. If you like what you heard here, please click the button and subscribe to the channel. Spread the word, get your friends in to come along on all the cinematic goodness. You can follow me on all social media platforms and on Letterboxd, and you can check out my website, cinephilemike.com, for additional exclusive print reviews of all of this summer's new releases. Happy Half Valentine's Day, everybody, and until next time, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.